What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. Today, IGN's podcast, Fireteam Chat, had an interview with Bungie, and out of it came some very interesting details. For the full interview, which I highly recommend you check out, follow the link in the description. The guys did a fantastic job and asked some tough questions. It's well worth the 30 minutes to watch the whole thing. Now, in this video, I wanted to discuss a couple of the points they covered, and to start with, one that hits very close to home: there will be no Rumble in Destiny 2. Bungie wants the Crucible to be a fire team experience. This actually is disappointing to me because Rumble, as many of you may know, is one of my favorite ways to play Destiny 1. I love getting in there, not having to rely on teammates, not worrying about what other teammates are up to, just getting in there, every man for himself, and getting with the killing. So no Rumble in Destiny 2, bit of a disappointment. Sticking with Crucible news, the new Crucible plays slower, is more controlled, and has longer times to kill. Now, this is something we definitely noticed at the Destiny reveal event, but this is the first time Bungie's come out and said it. It's not necessarily due to longer DPS from weapons, but more of a net result from many of the changes that the Sandbox team has made. Radar no longer increases distance to help players find the fight. So previously in Destiny 1, your radar would actually kind of stretch out further if it didn't detect anything to allow players who just spawned in to immediately go and find action. This isn't going to happen in Destiny 2. They've clamped down on the radar, but they also increase the amount of time that you stay off of your radar or off of other players' radar when you're crouched. They've also made some changes to how they design maps and what those maps are designed for. They're trying to tie the maps to the game modes more, meaning the maps are actually being designed based on the game mode that they're meant to be played on. When asked about consoles and 4K and 30 FPS, they had a lot to say on this, actually. Bungie confirmed that the PS4 Pro will be outputting 4K 30 frames per second. But they were unwilling to confirm 4K for the Xbox One X. They actually called it the Scorpio. I think their reasoning was that it was so new, they haven't had it in-house long enough to really figure out if they could do it. My guess is they probably will do it, but at this point they were unwilling to confirm it. They did confirm that all consoles versions will run at 30 frames per second. That's something that we heard before, and they repeated it today. PC frame rate, however, will be uncapped. Bungie, in an unrelated interview with GameStop, also said that the PC version of Destiny 2 is not a port. It was built from the ground up to be a PC game, which is very exciting news for PC gamers. The campaign will be a linear experience. A lot of people were expecting branching paths. Maybe if you're a warlock, you get a separate storyline than a hunter or a titan. That's not going to be the case. Everybody's going to play through the same campaign. It will be linear, and your next step will always be marked on your map, so you'll always know where exactly to go. Weapons will predominantly be found through engrams. Vendors will still be a secondary source, but they are being significantly reworked in Destiny 2. They actually hinted that vendor packages may be the source of weapons instead of actually purchasing them from the vendor himself. There'll also be quests to get some exotic weapons. Think of the Galahorn quest in Rise of Iron, a specific quest with an exotic as a reward and a story to go along with it. Again, I gotta say, it was a fantastic interview by the IGN guys, Fireteam Chat. I highly recommend hitting that link below, watching the full interview. It's only about 30 minutes, but it's packed full of good info, and I really would recommend clicking that link. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.